I already did that yesterday at that freaking baseball game.
Looking like money right now.
Huh?
I said, what'd you think of the eclipse?
It was cool. The fact of being able to be there with my wife and my daughter, my son, and then my oldest son was at college, but they let them like walk away and be able to look at it. So him having this age, and that's just being on FaceTime, looking with him, and it was a little more sunny where he was, at the time. But ours was pretty cool here. I enjoyed watching the moon, the way it moved. But then at the end, you were really able to see it. It was like a little grand finale at the end. But it was cool just to share that with my family, and then share with a lot of the fans too. Just being at the stadium yesterday was pretty cool. It was different.
How would you rate your first pitch yesterday?
Mine?
Yeah.
It was a ball. Hopefully he would have swung at it though, think, I got it, and then hopefully it'd have been a swing. I tried to throw it. What did he say? I didn't think you had that in me, coach. I was threw the ball pretty fast. I didn't realize it was that close too.
In practice?
Nah.
Switching to football, you had your first scrimmage over the weekend. How did you think that went, and did anyone maybe stand out or kind of just impress you in the scrimmage?
Kyle did a really good job. I thought he was on point. He got the guys to play. I think he has to be able to get them to maintain that through the entire game, though. They played for him early on. You could see it. And as we got into situational football, we thought we gave up a little bit too many sacks, But I thought Kyle did a good job. I think the young guy, Joe Cruz, he did a good job stepping up on the offensive line, just seeing guys like himself. Of course, a couple of young wideouts are doing a good job. Yazzie Haynes, Gill stepping up, just watching him do things. And then seeing that we can run the football, I think we'll have an opportunity of being able to run the ball. So those guys did good on the defense. Diggs, of course, he could play. And just being able to see young Marcellus. Marcellus did a good job. Our safeties, I'm pretty cool. I feel good about JB and Deuce and Cinco. I just feel pretty good about those guys, what they're doing. They've been able to lead, so just trying to figure the rest out. But I've just seen some guys make plays, but then you've seen them kind of off. We just talk about second parts of it. To us, this is the second half of spring ball. We did practice 8 today. So it's like our second half, similar to the season, being able to go. We've had a history of starting off fast and then not finish. So we'll see what they do now.
Besides the giving up too many sacks, like you mentioned, was there anything else you came away being like, okay, we need to focus on this in the last 2 weeks of ball and get
we just got to get tougher. We're not tough enough as a staff or as players. Just overall, I just want us to all get tougher. That starts with me. There's a standard, there's a new standard, and everyone doesn't know how to uphold that standard on a daily basis, and we have to learn that. It's like I think I'm like a madman because of some of the things that's going on. But there's a standard, and if we're not reaching that standard on a regular basis, then it's not good. It's not going to be required to do that. It's non-negotiable. There's a certain standard that we're looking for in everything we do.
You mentioned a few too many sacks. The offensive line has sort of been the toughest thing for coaches to build here for the past decade. How have you felt the offensive line has looked in general?
We working, but give up sacks. We got to get better. When as good as your last day, I got to watch the practice, see what they've done. But we just got to keep getting better. We got to get tougher mentally, and before you can even get tougher physically, it's both of those pieces. We got to get tougher, though. We got to get tougher mentally and physically, knowing that the guy on the other side is on scholarship also. He's going to do something, but am I going to trust my training? Am I going to trust what Coach Williams and Coach Nixon are telling me to do? Or am I going to revert back to what makes me feel good that doesn't work? So just that piece of it.
Coach, what specifically would that toughness, that increased toughness, physically, mentally look like for you? Are there certain things that you can see in practice that
I just want to be able to line up and run power over and over again. And that we're running the ball and you can't stop it. That's what that looks like to me. And they know we're running it and they're running the blitz to it and we still run it over and over again. Like, to me, that's when you'll be mentally and physically tough. Or if it's in the fourth quarter and we can run for 100 yards in the fourth quarter just because we can run the football and we're tough and the line wants to run behind it. That's kind of what it looks like to me. But we'll get the second half of spring ball and then summer workout. That's where we really build that out. That's where we find out who's what.
Coach, we saw Jackson Meeks had a boot on his foot today. How would you characterize the situation?
You gotta go get surgery. He had like a little hairline fracture. He'll be out 4 weeks. So he kept trying to practice. No, I'm good, coach. I'm good. Say, let's get an MRI. check it out. They found something in it. It's been happening. Last year, he was playing on, and we kept giving him treatment on the other spot, so he got treatment for a whole year. So he's had a break in his foot for a while and played with. So sent him to go. He'll go get surgery today, just so that way he can be ready for summer workouts. So decided, let's get it done now. He wanted to finish spring. No, we're not finishing spring. Go get it done now. So then you back to summer workouts. So we keep working on that mental and physical toughness.
We saw Rondé Gadsden off to the side as well. Is that just kind of veteran maintenance as he comes back from his injury?
No, not veteran maintenance at all. Remember, he had this, got the surgery last year, and he had the screw in it. So my goal was for him to just block the first 4 practices and work on his block and him being able to do it. And then I sent him out last week to go get the screw taken out so he could be ready for summer workouts. I'm really annoyed about him. We want to be ready when the time comes. And, I think he's a really good football player. So we need to triple team him at practice. So why not have him ready? If I wait till after spring ball, then that puts us back more. And now we're in the summer and he's not able to work out his max capacity. And then I wouldn't be helping him work on his mental and physical toughness also. Because there's some things he needs to build on mentally. Be right. If he becomes a better blocker, he'll have a good future in life. Just if we can teach him to block better. So I figured let's get this done now for this kid because he's one of the better football players on our team. I think one of the better football players throughout college football. So I want to take care of him and do what's right for him and not just for us.
Take 2 more before we get to players.
Just make sure we're 100% clear that he already had his surgery to
Yeah,
get
he's
the screws out. Okay.
Yeah, he's good. He's good to go. He's straight. He could practice now, but I'm not doing that. I'll wait till it's really good and able to go. You got to always do what's best for the S first, which is Syracuse, then the player, then the coaching staff. So, the best thing for Syracuse as a university, alumni, just fans, was to get him to go get right so then that way they can see a nice player on the field come September instead of prolong it and then things linger along,
Coach, you mentioned it, second half of spring ball now. What's something that's really surprised you through these first few weeks of seeing the team out on the field?
We finally got through all of the plays today. Just being able to get through all the plays, usually we would be at a number of not being able to get through them and pushing through them, but we got through all the plays. Just them being able to respond. They do respond. They're a tough group of kids. They're not. They don't want to not do it. They just don't know what it's like. And all you hear is, well, we used to. I don't care about what you used to do at all. That doesn't concern me. What concerns me is what we're doing now, and you're not upholding the standard. And if you don't uphold the standard, you won't be in. If I don't uphold the standard, I won't be here. That's kind of like what we talked to them about today. So, it surprised me. They tough though. They're not and they're resilient. They're young kids. You know how it is. You look like a young lady. Young, you're just resilient. You're able to adapt and you're able to move on and go. It's the older people that can sometimes get stuck in their ways, and we got some of those too. There's some people here that just think, well, we didn't. I don't give a freak what you used to do. This is what we're doing now because this is what I've seen done to win a national championship. And remember, that's what we're about. So yeah. Anybody else before we get down?
When you talk about the number of plays, that's the tempo of practice and getting through everything that you want to do in a day.
Yeah.
How many did you want to run today?
I'd rather keep that number to myself, but it's more than 50. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of plays. We run a lot of plays. We probably double that number at times and just keep going, just so guys can go. But we want to run a lot of plays. So just want to be able to. The more reps you get, the better you get. You don't get good without taking reps. Guys wonder how can players get good? Take the reps. The more reps you get, the better off you get. And also out there, we need more guys to come walk onto the team. We're looking for guys to walk on. So if anybody at the school can play football, you can catch a football, you can block another human, come here because we need more walk-ons on the football team. So we'd like to get at least 10 more guys here at the school that come out and play for us. It'll be good. They upped our number up to 120, being able to be involved. So, I'm inviting all the guys to come walk on, and we'll have a tryout as soon as spring is over. But I would love to add some new additions to the family. That's one piece.
When you say getting that number up, is it the school has to make sure that they get fed and all that stuff, or what goes into that permission to up the number?
It's just what the ACC allows now.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Just making sure that we can get 120 so we can practice the way we want to practice. We like to do different things. So that makes sense.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.